It takes guts, it takes confidence, it takes ambition, it takes class, and a relentless pursuit of your dreams. All this applies to mother, wife, business mogul Khanyisile Dhlomo, who is our breakfast guest this morning. And what a pleasure it is to have her here in studio again.
Thank you.
Good to have you.
Thank you, Leanne. It's wonderful to be here.
It wasn't so long ago that we were sitting and having a conversation about a huge development for you, taking over Elle magazine.
Yes.
That was when
in May this year.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was May.
It feels like it was last year because so much has happened since.
I know.
But it was in May this year.
Doubting my sanity for a second. And how's it going? Let's talk about that first.
It's going very, very well. You know, it has obviously its challenges and demands and stresses that come with taking over an existing business, merging it with another existing one. But on the whole, it was the best decision we could have made, and we can already see the synergies. We can, see where we want to take the Elle brand very clearly, and those visions and ideas that we've had were the right ones.
Good.
And also, there are new people on the team that one can draw on and work with and be inspired by. So we're very, very excited, and we're particularly excited about the new things we can do with the brand, but also the existing things we can do with the brand, like the Elle Boss Awards that are coming up soon.
Well, which is exciting, but I want to talk about something a little bit more exciting, because we were meant to have my master Slangu here in studio with us today, but she's very jet lagged. I think she's just come back
busy.
She's just come back from New York. But let us talk about your cover shoot for Destiny.
Thank you.
That has to be possibly one of the best covers I've ever seen.
We think it's one of our best.
I agree with you.
And if not the best, although we love all our covers, but that one just was so special. She's 81, she's energetic, she's
a cover star.
She's a cover star, she's breaking new ground. We deliberately chose not to Photoshop or make her look any different, because she represents and epitomizes authenticity. Heritage is about authenticity, and she obviously represents heritage, and that's why she was on the cover of our heritage issue. And also just that idea of longevity, that if you are doing something you love, and you're doing something you're passionate about, and you're doing something that you're authentic about, and you're doing something that has a positive impact, you can do it for years and years. And it's not about age, and especially as far as women are concerned, because there's that element, I think, particularly with women, that beyond a certain age, we can't be on magazine covers, we can't be celebrated in the way that younger women can be, and we wanted to change that.
And I'm so glad you are, because it is a big issue. I mean, it's something that many women speak about, because you think, you get to a certain point and the lines start showing. I mean, I look back, if I can be open and honest, I look at myself back on showreels now, and I think, oh, look at those lines, I never had those before. Do you think South Africans will still accept the fact that I'm aging? And this is the reality. Do I have to go for Botox? Do I have to go have a facelift so that I can continue to do what I love? But what you're saying is no.
No, you don't. You don't, because what's important is what's in here, and your experience and your feelings and your ability to connect, which all comes with going through life. And and I think the lines we have are all just marks of what we've been through, and I think we should carry them with pride.
I think so. It's a mark of history.
It's a mark of history, and a mark of life, and a mark of experience, and a mark of triumph as well.
I want to talk to you a little bit about yourself, though, because we can talk about other people, but today is about you. I mean, you grew up in KZN, in Umlazi. What was your upbringing like?
I did. I was a tomboy when I grew up. I grew up the youngest of 4 children, so the only girl in the family, and grew up with a family that was modest in what it had, but with highly ambitious parents who believed in education, believed in working as hard as possible to make ends meet, and believed in the beauty of their dreams, and in fact achieved many of their dreams. The life I had when I was much older, as a teenager and older, was very different from what I had as a young child. And it was much more comfortable as a result of them manifesting their dreams and following their hearts. But more importantly, throughout that, what didn't change was just the importance of focus, the importance of education, the importance of ensuring that your success takes others with you, that you always give back, the importance of spirituality, belief in a higher power, and belief in the fact that that higher power is within you.
That's amazing.
So those are things I took with me as I grew up.
Your parents gave you the best in life. I mean, they gave you the best that they could give you in life.
Absolutely, and they've inspired me to do the same.
Yeah.
As you know, there's no manual for parenthood.
Definitely not.
Absolutely
There's a manual
not.
for pregnancy, and
Exactly,
then suddenly
and
the
then
baby
it stops.
comes. Exactly, the
and
manual
then it's
stops.
oops, you're on your own to raise this human being, which is, kind of the even bigger job than the pregnancy, because, I think God takes care of the pregnancy and how things work. We have very little to do with the pregnancy, in fact. We just have to eat the right things and breathe and, carry on living, but all the hard work happens inside. And then once this baby's born, you don't have a manual. But I think what one can draw from is the experience from one's parents, watching people you admire, and prayer.
Yeah. Reminisce a little bit about your parents for us. Your dad is late, Oscar Dhlomo. Your mom, your relationship with them, and what you sort of took away from them. Because what I'm gathering from you is that this has shaped who is doing so much for us now. It's thanks to those two wonderful people.
Very much so. I think on my father's side, I took unconditional love, and the idea that I was equal to my brothers in every way, and that I could be and do and achieve whatever they could.
Yeah. Which is strange, because usually, it wouldn't be that way for the daughter,
exactly, especially the youngest and the only one.
Yeah.
I didn't appreciate it then, but I appreciate it so much now. And I see it in all the decisions he's made and in everything that he's done. He genuinely believed that. And so that I appreciate, because I think that when that comes from your father, the male figure in your life, I think it's even more powerful and more affirming. In terms of my mother, she just has this amazing ability to balance friendship and parenthood. So we're amazing friends. She's my best friend.
Oh, wow.
But at the same time, she's very much my mother, and I still sort of treat her and respect her in that way. She also has this amazing ability to balance ambition, personal ambition, with that more sort of supportive role, kind of standing behind your man, and letting him flourish as well.
Yeah.
So those are always balances and dynamics that are very difficult for us as women to navigate and manage.
Indeed.
And having watched her do that, as she's done, has been phenomenal.
It's a great lesson to have. And another lesson that I think we can learn from you is your demeanor. You have a very calm way about you, which is so nice. And the other person who has that calm way about her is our former public protector, Thuli Madonsela.
Yeah,
she's
I
calm,
love Thuli, very
she's
calm.
Soft, gentle, so well spoken, which is very similar to you.
Thank you.
And yet there's a little silent assassin behind there. Is that you? I mean, to be running what you're doing, you can't constantly be this calm.
I seldom raise my voice, so I don't think there's anyone who's worked with me who would describe me as someone who raises their voice, who gets flustered.
Yeah.
I do get intense, sometimes too intense, but I really spend quite a lot of time in meditation. I really do believe that there's light and power and beauty in everyone, and that even if sometimes we don't bring that to the fore and we're not as in touch with it as we should be, it's there. And so when you're dealing with conflict, when you're dealing with discipline, when you're dealing with tough situations in the workplace, I think if you're dealing with them from the point of view of recognizing that, we all have a great power and light and love in us, and that what's in me recognizes what's in you beyond the physical. I think the way you interact then becomes a lot better and interesting and constructive, and potentially that's where that calm demeanor comes from. But I'm not always calm. I definitely have that duck syndrome where it's calm at the top, but at the bottom, the feet
there's a lot happening.
There's a lot happening.
Those feet are paddling.
Exactly.
They're paddling. I'm going to take a very quick break. I want to talk about the number of firsts that you've achieved. We'll keep the viewers waiting to see what I mean by that. Stay tuned. Our conversation with Khanyi continues.